Hey guys, welcome to this week's 10-minute video training. This week, CJ Alvarado, who's one of my good buddies, who runs a company called Bamboo Creative, they actually are in charge of all our social media, so our Facebook posts, Instagram, Twitter, as well as our webpage. A few months back, at the end of last year, started a branding project, which he's going to tell you a little bit about. Really with the idea of this, and this is something that Ernesto, our owner, has been saying now ever since that this project started. He's saying that Zocalo is in its infancy. So even though we're a little over 10 years old as a company, he's been in the business running over 20. He really truly feels, and the rest of our management team feels, that we are in our infancy. What he means is we are still hungry as if we were starting our first restaurant. We are ready to grow. We are continuously honing in on what Zocalo is, and the branding project that CJ is going to talk about here in a few seconds really is the start and is kind of the pillar as to what Zocalo is going to look like for future restaurants to come. Know that you're in a place and under a team that is working very hard behind the scenes, getting ready for this, and really truly trying to make Zocalo something special that is going to last for many years to come. A few of the things that he's going to talk about is the filter as to what Zocalo, every decision we make needs to be filtered by. And I also want you to know that, that there's going to be a lot of work happening to get us to a point. We're talking about doing a relaunch, so basically a Zocalo 2.0 in July. Kind of honing in around the time where people are going on vacation. Midtown is ready to get a overhaul, not only in its bathrooms, but its bar and its kitchen. Literally, we're looking to shut down for up to 4 days and do some major remodels. We have new tables coming in. So just some of the things that you're going to start to see on the aspect of physical touch, things that people see. We're looking at new tables. We're getting new design pieces from Ernesto Cruz coming in the next couple months. We're looking to change up the style of our plateware. So anyways, next I'll go ahead and present CJ Alvarado, incredible guy doing some great things. His design eye is excellent. And he's already made some great changes for us here at Zocalo, and we're glad to have him on the team.
Hey, my name's CJ Alvarado. I'm the founder and CEO at Bamboo Creative. At Bamboo, we're a creative agency. We focus on things like branding, design, marketing, social media marketing, and really helping brands tell their stories. When you think about branding, most people I talk to, the first thing that comes to mind is they think of a logo. And they think that a brand is really all about just the design of that logo. Really, branding is so much more than just a logo. When you think of something like Mercedes, when you think of Apple, or you think of some of your favorite products, there are certain things that come to mind when you think about those things. For example, when you think of Mercedes, you might think luxurious, might think expensive, I don't know. When you think about this device, your iPhone, there are certain things that come to mind. Maybe you think innovative, maybe you think really cool. Those are all aspects of a brand. In fact, a brand's not really what you say it is. A brand is what people say it is. It's what they think about when they think about your organization. So you can start to understand just really how important branding actually is. So when you think of Zocalo, what comes to mind? Do you think fast food? Of course not. Do you think high-end? What starts to come to mind? So part of the branding work that we've been doing with Zocalo is not just to think about what comes to mind and ask people what comes to mind, but to really start to think about those things that resonate with the brand, the things that we want to commit to and want to be known for from now until whenever. It's more than just Mexican food. It's an experience that we want people to encounter and have a great experience with. And so we have to be really, really intentional about that. So how do we do that? Well, first we have to identify what are those things, we call them attributes. What are those attributes we want people to think about when they think about Zocalo? And so this process that we've gone through with the organization has been a really extensive process to help the organization think about at really high levels, what are those attributes? Because what we believe is that once those things are clearly identified, they'll be able to trickle down into the rest of the organization. So whether you're just coming into Zocalo and you're just starting your first job, or you're working at the highest level. Our goal with branding and successful branding is that everybody will have a really good idea of what this whole organization is about, how they contribute to that story, and how the customer can begin to interact with that every single day or every time they encounter that brand. So you can understand now how important and how vital branding is to Zocalo. So what is Zocalo? Is there anything we can compare it to? Is there something that comes to mind for the customer that comes in on a day-to-day basis? Well, our research showed that there was. When we asked people, for example, if Zocalo was a car, what kind of car do you think Zocalo would be? It's a real easy way for us to try to get at that understanding of the customer. And the customer said they thought Zocalo most represented a black BMW because it was sporty, it was really elegant and nice and high-end. They said a lot of other things too. But by and large, the majority of the people felt like Zocalo was like a black BMW. So we want to challenge staff, we want to challenge the leadership at the highest and at various levels in the organization to really own that. What does it mean to kind of be the black BMW, right? That means everything from the way that we treat customers, talk to them, take reservations, cook the food, design the rooms, the artwork we pick, the soap in the bathroom, every aspect of the brand cannot go untouched. Everything has to be looked at through that filter. So I think part of what we're going to be doing with this work in all the training is going to be trying to train and inform everybody with that filter in mind. We are a high-end brand, one that is trying to create a very particular experience in these suburb communities. We want people to taste modern Mexican food. We want them to encounter modern Mexican cuisine, but with our flair and with our style. This isn't going to be another Mexican restaurant that's just going to bring a big, full, hot plate of food, right? There's going to be some artistry in what you hear and what you see and in what you taste with this brand. But you've got to be a part of that. And so that's why branding is such a big part of this, and you are such a big part of this. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense, and hopefully that brings some clarity for you as the worker at Zocalo and how you contribute to the brand.